everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another great episode of the J Lounge. Of course, everyone knows out there the J Lounge is a celebrity based podcast show where we talk with actors, directors, singers, you name it. They all come down here and they all have a wonderful time. As per norm, I'm very excited to be introducing my next guest for today. She is a rising singer-songwriter in the music industry. 2026, I predict, is going to be her year. So I'm very excited for her to be speaking about her passion here. Everyone, please give a super warm welcome to Levina Lye. Hi, Levina.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well this evening. I appreciate you for coming on here today. I am very excited for my audience to get to know you, your music. I'm going to go ahead and fire the first question at you. What began your passion for music?
So, I started actually singing when I was 4 years old.
Oh,
Um, Pretty much like my parents always played music around me, and I just found myself so drawn to it, and it made me happy. It made me want to dance. It made me want to sing. So I always knew in my heart that it was something that I wanted to do. And, ever since I was 4 years old, I've always told myself, I want to be a singer, I want to be a songwriter. And as the years went on and as I grew as a person, it never changed. So,
I love it. I love the ambition at 4 years old. I was watching Blue's Clues at 4 years old. You're already planning on taking over the world at 4 years old. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. I love how that started off young, just because, probably influence around the music around you. So yeah, I love that. And that actually goes into my next question. Um, going into my next question, can you name three people who influenced your career and why?
so this goes back to me naming my dad.
I love it.
He was a really big influence in me loving music. Like I said, he always played it around me. I would say my mom number two, because I mean, I wouldn't say that anyone ever like pushed me to be in chorus or anything like that. It was something that I always wanted to do. It always came from me. But my parents, just them always playing music, and then my older brother,
Oh my God.
he would literally make me sing until like, and I'm 4 or 5 years old, so he would make me sing until like I knew the words, I knew the notes, I knew the melodies, I knew everything. So from a very young age, those were like my three biggest influences, and I wouldn't be me without them, honestly.
I love it. Shout out to the fam. That's what I love. Teamwork makes the dream work. It makes the dream work.
Hmm.
I love that. I love how it's family influence. So that's really special. That's really special. Going on to the next question, can you describe your sound?
So that is one thing about me. Like, my sound is so random, is so different, so versatile. I love so many different styles of music that I myself can never just stick to one thing. People have always tried to like label me as an R&B singer. And it's always kind of frustrated me a little bit because I think that I bring so much more to the table than just being an R&B singer. Like, I can do pop, I can do um experimental music, and that's where my home is experimental music, because I love a mean guitar. I love,
Yes.
like some rockish type of stuff going on
Me
in my beat.
too. Me
I've always leaned toward that because I never wanted people to put me in a box. Because I feel like when you label yourself, you limit yourself. And then people kind of just always expect that from you. So I never wanted people to just expect. I always wanted people to be blown away by
too.
every single thing that I did.
Yeah. Absolutely, I understand with that, and I love that because I'm with you. I love a mean guitar. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love a good drum beat too, so I get it.
Yes,
Yeah, like Tina Turner. No one would say Tina Turner is an R&B star. She can do R&B, rock and roll, pop, gospel. Whatever genre of music you could think of, she can do. And I love the fact that you don't want to be boxed in because you're right. When you box yourself in, you kind of limit yourself. And music
absolutely.
is endless possibilities. There's too many genres to just stick to one.
I
So
agree.
I love that you don't stick to one because that is going to help you grow as an artist and make you versatile. So, ooh, am I speaking with the next Tina Turner? We'll see. Right. We'll see. We'll see. On to the next question. And this is going to be an interesting one. For first time listeners of your music, what song would you suggest they listen to really understand you as an artist?
So I really thought about this question, and as soon as you asked me that, there was one song that really came to mind,
Ooh,
and it's called What If I? And it's on my second EP called More of Me. And it's the first song on the EP. And I put it as the first song on the EP because it tells a story for the rest of the EP about the kind of mindset that I was in while I was writing all of that music. So it introduces you to me, and I feel like honestly that is the best song that I have that really describes me as a person and like really gets you to see me as a human being.
oh, I love that. And I highly encourage my audience, make sure you go stream that song to understand Levina Lye as an artist. She definitely is an artist that puts her passion and emotions into her song. So definitely make sure you stream that song. Going on to the next question, Levina, I want to make sure my audience follows you and your music. Where are you on social media and music platforms?
So I have a Facebook fan page. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Threads. I'm on Instagram. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud. I think that's it. I could be missing something, and if I am, but I'm there if I am missing something.
I love it.
But yeah, I always make sure I put my music everywhere so that, people who have any type of streaming service, because everyone doesn't have Spotify, everybody doesn't have Apple Music. So I always try to cater to the people's needs.
Love
So
it. Love it. And I love it how you call it Twitter. I will not call it X. It is
oh, it's
Twitter to me.
X. I
Ah,
forgot. I totally forgot that
no,
it's
it
X.
is
Yeah.
Twitter.
I'm old school, okay?
Me too. I won't call it X. I just won't do it. Just
It doesn't feel right. It just
it
doesn't feel right.
it
X.
doesn't. It feels to me it feels dirty. I just
Yeah.
rather prefer it to be Twitter. It just sounds better with Twitter. So
Well, it has gotten a little bit dirty ever since it became
yeah,
X. I just feel
yeah.
like there's like a lot of content on there that's very
Yes, it's off.
questionable. A lot of things are said on there that are like
Oh
mean
yeah.
and just crude and just a whole
Yeah,
bunch of,
yeah. No,
weird
I
stuff.
rarely get on it, but I will just continuously call it Twitter. It's not X to me. I will
It will always be Twitter, yes.
always be Twitter. And of course, I highly encourage my audience. Make sure you follow Levina Lye on all social media platforms as well as all music platforms. Stream. Make sure you give a like, give a follow, give support. Like I said, something tells me that this is going to be an artist that's going to be big in 2026. So make sure you stream and follow. Going on to the next question, what future projects are you involved with that you can give just a little dish about to the J Lounge audience?
So, I have this thing where I've been like the queen of dropping EPs, but now I feel like I kind of just want to drop singles and just continue to drop singles and then give them a home. After I feel like I've dropped enough singles, then put them together and make an EP. But I do have another single that I want to drop. I just actually dropped a single last sometime.
Oh,
I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday. And it's actually called DFWM, and it means don't F with me.
I love it.
So
Love it.
yeah, it's an interesting song. It's really different. It's very different from anything that I have out. I love it. It's me, but it's a different side of me. But I feel like anytime anybody ever listens to my music, it's always a different side of me because one, let me tell you, I'm a Gemini, okay?
Oh,
So
girl.
I have like 17 different personalities and you will meet all of them. So they're just in there waiting to come out. So whenever I get to set them free, I let them do their thing.
Yes, you got to.
Hmm.
Girl, you should start off with the conversation. I'm a Gemini. So I have
Yes, I'm Levina Lye. I'm a Gemini. Let me just put
uh,
it goes hand in hand. So
it really does, honestly. And I feel like now you should probably create like an album or EP that's just titled Gemini and
that is such a good idea, and I love
just show
that.
like each of your personality and each of the tracks. So I think that would be yeah, I think that would be a cool idea.
We got something going there. That is such a good idea. That's such a good idea because like I said, all my music has its own personality, and so that would make total sense to call it Gemini because Geminis are just we're just out there, you know? So
Yes. I have plenty of Gemini friends. Yes, I can agree. You guys, I'm an Aquarius, so we're
I
the
love Aquarius people. Oh my
yes,
God. I
yes,
do. I do. I do.
yes. So we're the level-headed people. We're the level-headed people, keeping our Gemini friends grounded. That's my
And we
job.
always need that. We always need that one friend or family member or whatever that's gonna keep us
Yes,
together because we could go in every which way, every direction. So we need
yeah.
somebody to be like, calm it down, keep it here. But I've gotten really good at not being all over the place. And I
Me
will
too.
say, random side note, but like therapy really, really helped me a lot. And I encourage anybody who's listening to seek and get therapy because no matter like how strong you think you are, there's something inside of you that needs to be awoken and needs to be discussed because we keep so many things inside. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And then we just push
Girl,
it down, push it
yes.
down, push it down, push it down. We need to start addressing our issues because that's the only way we're going to be able to grow as people and form the types of relationships that we want to actually have in life. So,
Yes, girl, can I get an amen? I completely agree because
yeah,
guess what? You won't believe it. I too am also in therapy, so I agree to that. Highly encourage anybody to seek therapy. It's freeing. You get all of that stuff off of your shoulders and you just
absolutely.
feel weightless. You feel better. You really, really do. So I agree with that. And I also highly encourage, make sure you check out the new single that Lavina dropped, especially the one that dropped last week.
Mhm.
Continue to stream that music, and maybe in the near future you will see an album called Gemini. We'll see. We'll see.
Yes, now you got my brain working and you got me
Good.
excited. And once I get excited, then that's when everything starts to pour out of me. So thank
Yes.
you for that. I really
Oh,
appreciate the recommendation.
oh, girl, you are welcome. Like I said, I am happy to do so. That is why I'm here. Going on to the next question, what goals do you hope to accomplish in your career that you haven't yet?
So I want to find my people. Like, I want to find my people. I want to find my people that get it. Um, because so often I feel like I don't fit in. And I don't know if you got the chance to hear I'm an Alien, but it was a song that I released in the beginning of this year.
Hmm.
And it's a really fun song. It's very upbeat, but behind it, as with everything that I write, there's always a deeper meaning. And like I said, so often I feel like I don't fit in. I feel like I'm an alien. Like I feel like
Mhm.
I don't know my place in the world. I don't know who my people are. I don't know who gets me. I don't know. It's just so much confusion. So my thing that I want more than anything is for my people to find me, like the people who actually get it, the people who feel the way I feel, the people who are not afraid to say that they feel that way. So
Gotcha.
that is my goal.
And that's a powerful goal. You want to find a group of people who understand your music, who
Yes,
understand your lyrics, who can hear the words between the lyrics, and that you're like, whoa, wow, she's like singing what I've been feeling all this time. And
absolutely.
finally, someone's putting to words what I've been trying to, I get you. I get you. Because I've also felt like I'm an alien. I don't, been struggling to find my place. It's been difficult, especially I live here in Washington, so that can be really difficult. So I understand you. And I really hope and I really do believe you're definitely going to find your group of people for your music. There's a song out there for everybody, there's a music out there for everybody, and they will find you eventually. It just,
They will. It
they
takes
will.
time, and
Always.
I believe in God's timing, and I believe that He's also taught me to be independent and
Yes.
not lean on people so much. I've learned to lean on myself. I've learned to turn to myself to be my own best friend. But in the process of that, who doesn't want to be understood? Who
Course.
wants to go through life feeling like nobody gets them? Nobody wants that. So, deep down inside, I just really do want to find the people that see me, you know what I'm saying? Like really see me.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. The more you pump your music out, the more it's going to get out there. Thank God for social media. It's easy to connect. You'll find your group. They're out there.
I
They're
will.
listening. They're
It'll
listening.
happen.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Just got a couple more questions here for you. Going on to the next question. What other passions do you have outside of music?
So it's a few things. I'm a big animal lover. I love animals. That is my thing. I have two cats. In my lifetime, I've had so many animals. Um, I just love to help them. I love to be there for them. Sometimes I go
Yes.
out there and I feed stray cats, and if I see like an animal hurt, I'll bring it to the shelter. Or yeah, I've always been that way since I was little, but that also transitions into people. So another big thing that I do is like I work with the elderly. And
That's
it's not an
awesome.
easy thing because when
No.
you work with the elderly, they pass away, they get sick. It's a hard thing to watch. But
Mhm.
the thing that really gets me by is knowing that while I was in these people's life, I made a difference. Like I made them feel special. I made them feel seen. I gave them what they
Absolutely.
wanted. I listened to them. And that carries a lot of weight because when you get older, I feel like people they don't they tend to stop seeing you as a person. It's kind of like I don't mean to say this, but it almost becomes like when you get older, you become like a burden. Um, and I've never felt that way about older people. I've always just wanted to make them happy. I've always wanted to make them feel comfortable. So working with the elderly is something, that makes me feel good about myself because I know that I'm making a difference. But nothing will ever, ever, ever mean as much to me as my music does.
Of
So
course. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that is understandable. And that's great that you do that. I mean, like I said, work with the elderly. It is rewarding, but like you said, it can be very, very, very hard as well because you are, gaining connection with these people. You're talking with them
Right.
every day, you're getting to know them, you're joking with them. you eventually start to, form, a pattern where you say, hey,
Yeah,
we
you
have our
formed
date.
it. You
Yeah,
form bonds with them. These are
yes,
human beings. They're people. They're just older than you. That's all.
exactly. And
They're
you are
still
right.
people.
Society does, after a while, start looking at elderly people as, third, second, third class citizens, and they're not. It's, you're absolutely right about that. And what's kind of ironic is that we think of them that way, but we're going to be in their exact same spot.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
very it's very ironic because we're going to be in their exact same spot. We're not going to be exempt from that. So, that's very powerful, and that's awesome that you do that. That really is.
Thank
So
you.
you are making a difference, music wise, and into the lives that you change daily. So absolutely. All right, going on to the last question here, Lavina. Any advice for aspiring music artists that are hoping to be as successful as you?
I've always said this and I will always say it and continue to say it. Be yourself. Like, please don't ever think that you have to be anybody but yourself. There's so many people who feel like they gotta go out here and they gotta sell sex and they gotta show, sorry to put it this way, but they gotta show ass and
Yeah,
all this, and you don't have to do that. I mean, you probably will get more attention doing that, but if you really want people to see you and respect you, you have to put your soul first and foremost. You got to show people who you are, your personality, because all this, that's gonna fade one day. But your dope personality and your spirit and the vibe that you bring to people, that's everlasting. So don't ever feel like you gotta sell yourself short to try to put yourself on. And I honestly feel like had I, you know, gone about it a different way, I'd probably be so much bigger than I am now. But
mhm,
one thing about me is I'm going to stay true to myself because this is my life. I only get one life here, and I'm not going to compromise how I feel about myself to try to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So always just be true to who you are.
and I love that advice because you're right. You're right. People, it seems like, the new generation wants to just flaunt like they have all of the wealth and all the cars and all of that for their no. It's like you gotta bear your music, your soul into your music. And I completely agree with you on that. Especially the route that you're taking. Like you said, you could, go the sex sell way, but you're doing it your own way. It might take you longer, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel so much more gratification because you did not go it that route. So,
Yeah, your talent spoke for itself, and that means so much to me. I never want people to overlook my talent because they're looking at my body or they're looking at this.
mhm,
My outer is just, it's a shell. You know what I'm saying? It's just a
exactly.
shell. I
Ex-
didn't choose this. It chose me, you know what I'm saying? But how how I choose to express myself, even though I have this vessel, how I choose to express myself through it, that is what is going to resonate with people. So
yep, yep, I completely agree. I completely agree. Lavina, you are such a refreshing artist. I cannot wait to see how your artistry grows as
thank
the year
you.
goes. You are welcome. You're definitely a voice that's definitely needed. And I cannot wait to see what 2026 has for you. Like I said, I definitely believe we got a star in the making here. And I just cannot wait to see how your music grows.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course, of course. And of course, I highly encourage my audience one more time. Make sure you follow Levina Lye on all social media platforms as well as all music platforms. Make sure you give a like, a follow, stream the music, give a shout out. Definitely, this is an artist we want to see more of her work in 2026. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Follow the like button and make sure you give her some love. So, I definitely appreciate everybody listening in today. I appreciate my amazing guest, Levina Lye. Of course, I want to thank everyone for listening. I have been your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, and I will be back with another great episode soon. Till then, everyone, you have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back. Bye.
Bye.